3-0, I
What
think.
can they do? They want to play Aston Villa's high line. We'll beat them up. The way we beat everybody up last week. So I'm not even bothered.
Adingra on the bench. And they have they have the Japanese player playing on the left wing as well. Mitoma. So I think that Arsenal would do well.
So what's your take on this one? For me, it's going to be a
Choma, your confidence is there.
Transit TV, week 3 of the EPL. Arsenal has won their first 2 games of the season, beating Wolves and Aston Villa, 2 very difficult games. Same scoreline, 2-0. Last time out, you remember, Trossard came in and made his usual statement, and his celebration have gone viral. But this week, we're looking at Arsenal playing at home to Brighton. Brighton also is one of the 4 teams that have won their first 2 games, second on the table. Arsenal third and Liverpool fourth. The City, of course, obviously are on top of the table. Uguma and Chuma, what are you guys thinking? What's your expectation of this game?
Chuma, you can go
It's
first.
Brighton.
I've been talking.
It's Brighton, right? Welbeck.
Yes.
Right? Exactly. You know, Brighton happens to be one of my favorite Premier League teams. There's something very beautiful about them. And I can tell you, their first game, they started out strong. I'm not sure how they did in their second game. And maybe that was because they played Leicester. So Leicester is still trying to, get back up from Championship.
Yeah, second Brighton against United, they 1-1 last minute.
Okay. Brighton versus Arsenal is always a win, right? So I'm not even
but lately they've been trying to be a thorn Arsenal flesh.
What? Do you remember how we played them last season? What?
Yeah, 3-0.
What can they do? They want to play Aston Villa's high line. We'll beat them up. The way we beat everybody up last week. So I'm not even bothered.
What's your take on this one? For me, it's going to be a
Choma, your confidence is very high.
It's very high because he hasn't watched them. That's the reason why she's talking like that.
You're looking at a club that is on the same goal difference with us now. They've won their first 2 games of the season, and since that time they've strengthened with 2 brilliant players: O'Reilly from Celtic and Kalioglu from Fenerbahce. These are 2 solid additions to a squad that's already brimming.
I think that has gotten better.
Talent.
You have whatever they call that guy that they're striking.
Yes, and they have this Minte boy winger from Gambia that they bought from Newcastle. That's crazy, really, really fast and excellent dribbler. That's keeping Simon Adingra on the bench, and they have they have the Japanese player playing on the left wing as well. Mitoma. So I think that Arsenal would do well to try and win this game. It's going to be a big banana skin. We'll do well. The only little hope I have, let me not say little hope. The only hope I have playing against Brighton is that they tend to keep a high line a lot. To play with a high line. I'm hoping that they do that playing against Arsenal, so that Arsenal can at least take advantage. I saw their game against United. United created lots of chances against them, just did not take those chances.
Actually scored 1, but Zexi messed it up.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, this one is a tricky game.
Yes.
It's not going to be an easy game for Arsenal at all, based on what I've seen off of the first 2 games Brighton has played. And they kind of moved a little bit away from the Zerbi style. They're a little bit more direct now. So if you're not active defensively, they hit you with the long balls that Welbeck has really done with the last 2 games that he has played for Brighton. So it's going to be a tough one. And it's also a critical game in the sense that after this game, we go into the international break. Brighton is second on the table. If Arsenal beat Brighton, they go second, most likely, and 3 points ahead of them. And you begin to create that gap right away. So if you don't win this game, you start to, it starts to look a little bit funny. I know it's still early in the season, but this is when it matters because City, all of a sudden, are set to start well this season. So, so you have to get the 3 points. The way Brighton, like you mentioned, those players, I saw their match last weekend. They were really stubborn. Danny Welbeck, you remember what we discussed last time, is getting better as he gets older. So Arsenal has to watch out for him. But defensively, Arsenal is strong. They should, at the Emirates, get the 3 points, but it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be an easy ride. The second game for Saturday, we're going to look at just quickly before we move on to Sunday, which is the this thing is Man City traveling away to West Ham. I don't know, the Pategi was very unfortunate last weekend. I don't think Newcastle should have lost that game, but VAR and whatever the English that they speak, it just denied West Ham their winning goal. What's your take on this one? City, West Ham.
City, West Ham, it's going to be a tough game for City. West Ham are formidable. Kudus and the rest of them. And Lopetegui is a good coach, and Paqueta will be there. I think it will be a tough one for City. But City have started the season really well. Haaland says that for the first time in many years, he's starting a season pain-free. Yeah, and you know what that means.
That's scary, man.
So, yeah. So, Gundogan is back. So, City are solid. But I think it's too early in the season for West Ham to get one over them. West Ham are still settling with the new acquisitions and all that. So I would say this will probably be a close win for City.
Emma, what do you think?
You already know what I think. But if I say something now, they say, oh, I'm too confident. I think this is a walkover for City. Those were not laughing.
Yeah.
It's City versus Arsenal. Every other club will collect beating. West Ham will collect beating.
Yeah, I agree with Choma. I think City will walk over West Ham on this one. In fact, if I had any kind of hope before the season started, I'm beginning to be a little bit more scared about City. Bringing back Gundogan with what Savinho did in the first game and second game of this season already, and KDB looking like he's fit to start the season. I don't know how West Ham are going to do this one. But I mean, it's EPL. If you're not ready on the day, the team will clean you out. The only problem I have with West Ham, I don't think they are strong defensively. I don't trust their defenders. So Haaland is going to have the chance, and most likely he will take it. So it's going to be difficult. The only another thing is that West Ham is playing at home, so maybe that will give them some confidence, some boost. City has not shown what they usually do. Start of the season, they start with poorly. They've been on fire in this one, so it's really going to be tough for anybody to say that City will win. City will lose this one. So yeah, my prediction is that City will win this one, maybe 3-1 or 3-1. Paqueta, West Ham has some attacking players to hurt City. City have not managed to kill. They've been struggling to keep clean sheets. So with the quality that West Ham has, I believe they will concede, but still they will have enough to win the game.